It was a Tuesday evening so still that even the ticking clock felt loud. I was finishing up some paperwork when my phone vibrated. A message from my wife, Claire. Late tonight, work dinner. Don't wait up. Short, polished, distant. It wasn't unusual for her to have late work events. Corporate marketing often demanded them, but something in that message felt off. Rehearsed. Cold. The kind of tone someone uses when they've already spun a lie. I started typing a casual reply, but before I could hit send, another message arrived. From her boss's wife, Linda. Hey Mark, you and Claire coming to dinner this Friday? I froze. Friday? My fingers hesitated, then I typed back. Sorry, did you mean tonight? Claire replied almost instantly, there's a work dinner. I probed further. No, tonight's nothing. My husband's home. What? My stomach sank. The room seemed to shrink. For a moment I just stared at the screen, pulse hammering in my ears. I replied, no reason. Just checking. Then I sat there, phone glowing in my hand, and suddenly it all clicked. The long showers, the sudden extra care with makeup, the new perfume she insisted she liked, it wasn't about her. I didn't lash out. I didn't panic. Instead, I felt a cold, deliberate calm, the kind that comes just before a storm. I sent one more text. That's strange. Your boss's wife just asked about us. An hour passed. Nothing. When her reply finally arrived, it was a single line. What are you talking about? She tried to sound casual, but panic leaked between the words. I allowed myself a faint, knowing smile and put the phone down. I'd played this long enough to know the next move wasn't confrontation, it was patience. That night, I poured a drink and opened the laptop we shared for work, the one she didn't realize still synced her calendar to the cloud. There it was, a calendar entry for that evening. Not work dinner, not strategy meeting, just one cryptic title, Dinner D. No last name. No details. Just D. Her boss's name was Daniel. I'd met him twice. Charming, confident, the kind of man who smiled as though he owned every room. Claire had spoken about him with admiration, maybe even excitement. He's just a great mentor, she'd said once, and I had believed her, until now. I scrolled through her emails, backed up automatically on our shared drive. On the surface they were innocent, campaign feedback, project notes, but the timestamps told another story, 12 a.m., 1 a.m. to 17 a.m. Nobody discusses marketing strategy at 2 a.m. I didn't explode. I closed the laptop, finished my drink, and sank into silence. I wanted to be wrong. I hoped I was wrong. But deep down, I already knew the truth hides in plain sight. When Claire came home around midnight, she tried to move quietly, assuming I was asleep. I wasn't. I was in the living room, lights dim, laptop on the coffee table. Hey, she said, startled. You're still up. Just working late. How was dinner? Her hesitation lasted only a moment, but it was enough. All fine. Long meeting. Lots of small talk. I nodded, pretending to believe her. With Daniel? Her eyes flickered, barely noticeable, but I saw it. What? No, with the team. Why? Just curious. His wife texted me earlier, asked if we were coming to dinner this Friday. She said he was home tonight. Her face went pale. Blinked once. Twice. Forced a laugh. She must be confused. Maybe, I said quietly. I stood, kissed her forehead, and said, "Good night, Claire." She smiled faintly, relieved, thinking she'd dodged the truth. What she didn't know was that I'd already sent screenshots of her messages and calendar to my private email. The next morning I called my lawyer. I didn't yell. I didn't demand answers. I didn't beg for honesty that would never come. I went quiet, the kind of quiet that makes people uneasy. Over the next few days, Claire acted as if nothing had happened. She texted me during the day, "Miss you. Don't forget milk. Love you." Words that once felt warm now sounded hollow, mechanical. She left early for meetings, returned smelling of unfamiliar cologne, and fell asleep instantly facing the wall. I waited. I needed more than suspicion. I needed truth. That Friday, the supposed dinner with Daniel's wife, I told Claire I'd meet her at the restaurant after finishing paperwork. I arrived early, just in time to see her step out of Daniel's car, laughing in a way she hadn't in months. They didn't notice me. Their hands brushed more than once as they walked inside. I waited 15 minutes before entering, greeted Daniel's wife, and watched confusion twist her face when I casually mentioned they'd arrived together. Her smile vanished. She excused herself to make a call. Seconds later, I saw her phone light up in front of Daniel. Claire went pale. It was like watching actors forget their lines mid-performance. I didn't stay. No scene, no shouting, just the echo of my footsteps as I walked out. The next morning the house was silent. Her belongings were gone. The lawyer had sent the documents to her office. When she called, I let it ring. When she texted, "Please can we talk?" I didn't reply. 3 days later her mother called, crying, apologizing. Claire made a mistake. But mistakes end when you stop choosing them. I rebuilt my peace, one quiet hour at a time. Sold the house, changed my numbers, started over. I don't hate her. I don't love her. But she taught me something no counselor ever could. Sometimes silence isn't weakness, it's dignity walking.